When Bastion was released a few weeks ago, I heard comments like, best game ever and must buy. Well, that obviously got my attention considering I've never heard of the title before. While I may not freak out as much as others have, I am willing to say that it's pretty dang good. If you're into clever, beautiful, isometric action RPGs and you haven't yet heard of Bastion, you might want to keep listening.
Proper story is supposed to start at the beginning. Ain't so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world got all twisted, leaving him stranded on a rock in the sky.
While it may look pretty from screenshots and gameplay footage, Bastion is actually about a post-apocalyptic fictional world that has just gone through a great calamity. You play a silent protagonist known only as the Kid by the game's narrator, who dynamically describes the details of what's happening in real time throughout the game's entirety. The way the narrator describes the events is fluid and natural, almost as if he was reading a story about your adventure years after it actually took place. While some gamers may find this feature annoying, I thought it was great.
Kid's worked up quite a thirst by now, so that fountain looks real inviting. Sometimes you just need a drink.
The game opens up with the Kid waking up to the world as he knew it completely destroyed. Knowing nothing of what's happened, his instinct is to head to the Bastion, a special place that his people had decided they should go to in times of trouble. Here you meet the narrator, who convinces you that to rebuild the world you must first gather shards and crystal cores to power up and rebuild the Bastion. Overall, I found the story to be a bit confusing until the end, where much of the details were revealed. There was probably some kind of deep meaning behind everything that I just couldn't follow, but that's kind of beside the point. The gameplay and presentation are so fun and beautiful that I just forgot that there was a story in the first place. Bright, vivid, colorful graphics give the game world a distinct cartoony feel, and when combined with the way that the levels build themselves as you walk over them, you've got a truly unique gaming experience. There's just a neat art style to the game filled with subtle details like seeing old friends and family represented as statues. The voice acting in the game is great as well, as up until the very end, the only actor you'll hear is the narrator. But the real star of the show is the soundtrack. It's crazy how the addition of a single song at the right moment can really enhance the emotions that a game can really portray. The Bastion serves as a hub to select which levels you want to play next, upgrade your gear, and interact with the story world. As you find shards and cores, you begin to customize the Bastion to your liking, adding a variety of buildings, mementos, and even a few remaining survivors. These buildings let you upgrade your weapons, select your loadout, purchase items you may have missed in previous levels, unlock achievements, and add special idols that increase the difficulty and rewards for the remaining levels. The controls for the PC version of the game are very simple and work great with a keyboard and mouse, without a lot of keys to remember. The Kid carries with him 2 weapons and a special ability, and has the ability to dodge and block with a shield as well. There are a nice variety of weapons that you'll find and unlock, letting you customize your character's playstyle to your liking. You'll gain experience for killing enemies, which in turn will allow you to utilize the clever leveling up system. Once you add a distillery to the Bastion, you're allowed to drink a spirit for each level you've obtained, which adds passive statistics or abilities. This combined with the nice variety of upgradable weapons really gives you a lot of options for taking down your foes. Bastion took me roughly 7 hours to complete, and in that I did not unlock all of the content, which could have tacked on another hour or so on top of that. As you find additional weapons, challenge missions will become unlocked that will test your skills with that weapon to unlock additional upgrades and special abilities. There are also a series of reflection challenge missions that pit you up against various waves of monsters where your skills are tracked on a global scoreboard. There are a decent variety of missions with the perfect amount of enemies with different attack styles to keep things fresh. Gameplay is mixed up a bit between exploration, combat, and time sequences where you run for your life. Completing the game will also unlock a new Game Plus mode where you can keep your weapons, upgrades, and XP. Completionists will find replay value here when combined with the game's multiple endings. I think it's easy to take the hive mind approach to freaking out about an unknown or indie game making something special and then blowing your load all over the internet when anyone mentions it, as reflected perhaps by many comments I've seen about Bastion, Braid, Trine, or maybe Minecraft or Terraria. But in all honesty, Bastion was good. Not, oh my god, what the fuck barbecue best game ever good, but good enough that I enjoyed playing it for an hour or two a day, then walking away and then coming back to it. Do I recommend it? Yes. check out the full write-up and screenshots over at ZeitgeistGameReview.com. Stay up to date by following me on Twitter and Facebook, and make sure to check out all of the other great gaming entertainment on the Game Station. Don't forget to subscribe and press the thumbs up button. Thanks for watching.